Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to solve for x here. So in this problem, all we have to do is solve for x, and then we solve for the angles. Okay, so we solve for x and the angles. Okay, all right. So one thing to do here, guys, is one thing to know is that we actually, in this case here, you have what we call opposite angles, and sometimes they call them vertical angles. But in this case, let's just say opposite angles, same thing. So one thing you have to know is that opposite angles are actually equal. Okay, so remember we needed to solve for x. In order for you to solve for x, you would need to form an equation first. Well, we can form that equation because opposite angles are equal. Therefore, we can say the first angle here is equal to the second angle, right? Meaning that the first, which is x minus 25, is equal to the second, which is x over 2 plus 1, okay? Another thing to know here is that in another video of mine, I actually showed you how to solve rational equations. In this case here, there's a denominator here. You can actually multiply by the LCD. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2 so I could get rid of that denominator. So by 2, you'll have 2x minus 50, okay, equals to 2 would cancel the denominator here. So it would be x only plus 2 times 1, which is 2. Now, solving for x here, since I'm solving for x, I would have to bring the 50 over. So I'll add 50 to both sides, meaning that I'll have now 2x, 50 is canceled out, equals to x plus 52, right? And once you get this, now let's subtract x on both sides because I just need x by itself on one side. Then this becomes 2x minus x, which is x equals to 52. Then you have the x value. Once we know what x is, the next step is for us to get the angles. Well, we can get the angles because we know x is 52. Therefore, we have the first angle as first angle equals to 52 minus 25, which will be 27, right? And also, once we get 27, okay, we know that the second angle is pretty much the same thing, okay? 27, the same thing, so 27 degrees. Why? Because, well, we know that opposite angles are actually equal, okay? So, again, the key here for you to solve for x and the angles is to know this property of opposite angles. They're actually equal. So once they're equal, you can actually form an equation. And once you form the equation, you can actually solve for x. And once you solve for x, it's easy for you to get the angles because they were actually expressed in terms of x. So you just need to replace x by its value. And once you do that, replacing x by its value, I'm saying, you could easily solve for the first angle and the second angle because they're equal to each other. So x is 52 and the first and second angles, they're each 27, okay? So this is it. This is how you solve this type of problem. Thank you.